now time to meet the starters for today's game. First, for the visiting Arundel Community College Riverhawks, number 2, Steven Llanos Salas. Number 4, Rafael Arias. Number 6, Roberto Colon. Number 8, Matthew Sutter. Number 9, Blake Adams. Number 14, Diego Gonzalez. Number 19, Malik Williamson. Number 21, Davon Leonel. Number 23, Dominic Breeden. And number 99, Edgar Garcia. The Riverhawks are coached by Nick Cosentino, assisted by Drew Belcher and Ken Wolf. Number 3, Ethan Stewart. Number 8, Kazuma Ishizuka. Number 10, Kevin Osorio. Number 14, Mizuki Saika. Number 15, Riku Kawano. Number 16, Sam Sese. Number 20, Ethan Hackenberg. Number 22, Toga Hatsuma. Number 28, Caleb Pritchett. Number 33, Robin Shaw. Joe Fiedler, assisted by Omar Abukar, Buck Stork, Nico Roros, and Coke Crone. Ladies and gentlemen, here at CCBC Essex, we embody the spirit of sportsmanship because it's an important component of being a student athlete. We ask that you please refrain from the use of profanity and let all spectators remain calm and cheering for their favorite team.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the castle here at CCBC Essex. It's a top 10 showdown, and it is going to be a good one. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth once again bringing you the action for this top 10 showdown. Your number 4 CCBC Essex Knights men's soccer team taking on the number 8 ranked Arundel Community College Riverhawks. The Knights on a 3-game winning streak coming into this afternoon's contest. Different song being sung by the Riverhawks as they were 4-1 losers in their last game against Howard. The Knights' last matchup was on Tuesday against West Virginia Potomac State College. That was a 6-0 victory and a solid one over a team that was 8-1-1 overall going into that game. And 4 of the total goals for the Knights scored in that game came with a player down as Caleb Marcani received a red card in the 38th minute and will not play here today. 3-game winning streak on the line here. 12-2, 10. Good soccer right now coming into this early. Riverhawks in the blue striped jerseys, Knights in the home whites. Early turnover at the midfield. Riverhawks started with possession, then almost immediately gave it right away. Little history between these two teams. They did meet last year, 5-1 victory for the Knights in that game. The Knights have won the last 3 matchups against the Riverhawks. Mr. Rogers would say, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. What an afternoon for soccer here at the castle. And that's not just because our good friends at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square are here. The weather cooperating with us nicely. Setting up gentlemen out there on the turf with a beautiful field. Good head ball. No one to run underneath of it, though. Riverhawks, little bit of nothing, whole lot of nothing, whole little bit of something, whole lot of nothing. As I get myself tongue-tied already here in the first 2 minutes. It's got to be a record for myself. Good throw over everybody's head. Cross. White jersey there. Blue one was the first one there, though. And that will draw the whistle. Nope. Ref plays for the continuation. It goes Riverhawks' way anyway, so no harm, no foul. Still very much in the feeling out process. Knights had a good little outburst there a moment ago with that cross. Riverhawks are can expect the Knights to play strong defense today. Keep their foot on the gas. Try and connect passes and wait for the Riverhawks to maybe get themselves out of position. This is such a patient Knights team, which is wild when you think about the scoring that this team has put up this year. Knights averaging 6.1 goals per game on 25 shots per game. Knights have 195 goals, or excuse me, 86 goals scored on 195 shots on goal. 86 goals in 14 games this season. High-powered offense. But all that offensive firepower kind of starts at the midfield and at the defensive line. Strong defense for the Knights, creating so many transition opportunities. Here's a transition. Oh, what a strike! Play. Great effort from number 28, Caleb Pritchett. We've seen him have some doozies already this year. There's a nice give and go on the far sideline. The give just a little bit too far out in front, though. Some space there to be had for the Riverhawks. Can they take advantage this time? And as soon as that door opened, Kevin Osorio. Five minutes into this first half. Two teams still feeling each other out. The Knights have had 2 looks at offense, nothing on goal yet. Riverhawks still looking for their first opportunity. We've seen the Knights do a great job of connecting passes here over this 5-minute stretch. As we see another good pass there. Defense in position. Oh, wow. What a move getting around 2 and clearing it out of the danger zone. This could be a moment here. Riverhawks. Jose. As quickly as he caught it, he got it out of the hands. Here's that transition we were talking about from the Knights. Defense to offense so quickly. What could have been? What might still be? The Knights get it right back. Both teams with quick bursts of offense leading to nothing, but the Knights, unlike the Riverhawks, they're still knocking on opportunity's door. It was one and done for the Hawks. Wide of the net. Kasuma, Toga Kasuma just won NCJA. Assists. All that good for 43 total points on the scorecard. What a season already from number 2, 22. What a move. One-on-one. Jose is there, and it's just wide. Blink, and you missed it. What a run there for the Riverhawks, and that is a moment that they'll be thinking about later today if this game doesn't go their way. Certainly tough with the 2 white jerseys right there on the backside. But a good look at the net from Leighton Calzado. And really, blink and you missed it. Riverhawks with a good run towards the goal. And here's an even better run and a finish. Wow, what a cross right onto the head of Kasuma. And where the Riverhawks fell short, the Knights finished the run. Could that be the moment that gets this Riverhawks offense into second gear? Maybe get this game back to even. We have seen 2 really good runs offensively from the Riverhawks over this last 2-3 minutes. Just need to figure out a way to put the we got a good fight for the ball. They say Ethan Stewart was maybe a little bit too handsy. 15 yards into the offensive zone for the Riverhawks. This is an opportunity. Put this in towards the middle. Good strike. Lucky bounce. Knocking on opportunity's door. Got the good strike part. Now waiting on that lucky bounce. Instead it goes Knights. Pritchett doesn't have space or numbers and still finds a shot that's saved with the leg. Knights made a little bit of something out of nothing. Riverhawks looked like they were in perfect position to shut the door. Pritchett somehow got a shot off. And a good save by Edgar Garcia. Keeping this game at 1-0. And that's the second time we've seen this Knights offense go defense to offense with some urgency. Quick transitions. They've almost played a full 10 minutes in this first half. The Knights have 1 goal already. They're still 5 off on their season average of 6. And the Riverhawks defense find a way to offense. Another good cross. What a head ball and what a better save. Garcia climbing the ladder and high pointing that one like a receiver. What a play. Keeping this game right where it is. And what a job by Pritchett just to get ahead on that ball. We've seen Pritchett make some magic already this season. Twice over the last 4 or 5 minutes, he's almost made a little bit more magic here at the Castle. You can't miss number 28 out there in that white jersey. He's standing a little bit taller than everybody else out there. Seemed like the Riverhawks have lost a little bit of the momentum that they built for themselves after that goal. The Knights holding on to the momentum and the lead. The transition is going to be so important for this Riverhawks defense and midfielders. If they allow the Knights to get comfortable in their offensive zone, start forcing some turnovers in that area of the field, it's going to be a potential long afternoon at the Castle for the Riverhawks. Talked about the strength of this Knights team. On paper, it looks like it may be the offense, but if you've been with us all, and his pass was cleared out for a moment, Knights looking to put it right back in. Like the strength of this Knights team may be the offense, but really the offense starts with the defense. And the defensive line and the goalkeeper, Robin Schulze, certainly they do their job, but so much of the defensive work for the Knights, when they're rolling, it starts at the midfield. And the forwards applying that ball pressure, not allowing the other team any easy transition opportunities. Everything you get against the Knights, you got to earn, or at least that's their goal. Top 10 showdown here at the Castle, living up to the hype so far. 1-0 game. Just over 30 minutes to play here in the first. Deep in their offensive zone. A surprising stat here in this one. We're almost 15 minutes into this contest. The Knights still no corner kicks for them. Particularly surprising when you think about offensive zone. Feels like it's been all Knights after they jumped out to that 1-0 lead. Looking for space. They've now successfully switched fields. Space in the middle. Again, somehow Pritchett got ahead on that. Again, somehow the Riverhawks are able to clear the ball out of the danger zone. He'll try this time. Same result. This time Riverhawks a little bit more success getting it out of their defensive zone. Not enough though. Struggles continue offensively here for the gentlemen in the blue jerseys. Offense has certainly gone cold over the last 5 minutes. Offense trying to heat up there for the Knights. Stewart over to Hackenberg, and Garcia singing the final note on that song. Easy save. Here's where the struggles have been, though. Getting this ball out of their defensive zone. Riverhawks trying to take a page out of the Knights' book. Connect passes here. Wait for the Knights to get out of position. Oh, almost found him out of position. Last second tackle from Raiku Kawano. And there is a whistle. Little late. Devon Lionel, number 21 for the Riverhawks, stepped up, made maybe a last line of defense tackle there as the Knights were headed towards goal scoring. Stays at 1-0 for a little bit longer. You got to think the longer this game stays 1-0, the better the chances the Riverhawks have keeping this game close. And that was a good run. Didn't have numbers or space as it was a 2-on-3 run for the Riverhawks, but made a little bit of something out of a whole lot of nothing. No space, no numbers, and running out of real estate. A good shot put on. And that could be a momentum stealing / building play for the Riverhawks. Entirely to build some for yourself. Riverhawks going to have to make a few more plays if they want to do that. Plays like that go along. If he doesn't catch that cleanly, it may take an unlucky bounce. What could have been, what might still be. Riverhawks trying. The Knights' effort just a little bit too much. Same old song and dance that we've seen a few times already here in this first half. We're approaching 25 minutes left to play in the first half, which means we've almost played a full 20 minutes. Knights put that one goal up. Had a few more just like that. Hackenberg was tracking it. So was the defense for the Riverhawks. As we see a substitution check into the game for the Knights. Big Mike on to Combi. Spark plug type player for this Knights team off the bench. And game there between Kasuma and on to Combi. Caught the Riverhawks out of position. Forced the foul. And now we'll get a quick break as a Riverhawks player is down. So we'll take a break with the two teams. 25:44 left. We will resume play. Hackenberg, good kick there. Kasuma trying to put another head ball on. Riverhawks make the play initially. Then they make the play again. How many times have we seen that? Knights answering the run with a run of their own. Stealing it right back at the midfield, keeping this ball in the offensive zone. Two separate times the Riverhawks defense got possession there, only to give it almost down one. Keep turning. And wow. And a good display of sportsmanship. Under 25 minutes. Emphasis on that first half part because we got a whole second. Offensive zone and a maybe lucky deflection as that looked like a Riverhawks got lucky, then unlucky, and then maybe A little bit more luck on the backside as that ball took a good bounce. Hackenberg got his hacks in. Couldn't put it on net. And the whistle saves the Riverhawks that time. They talked about it earlier in this first half. The longer this game stays, because all they need is one. All they need is one, and then we have a brand new ball game. If they can keep it at one, they'll keep their hopes, their comeback hopes, not just alive, but strong. Stewart looking for room. Oh, dropping off the pass to Big Mike. One more pass. And inch or two behind Caleb Pritchett. Great display of offense there for a moment from the Knights. Maybe once again. Oh, what a tackle. Great defense. And that quick little run up the field will at least give the Riverhawks defense a chance to regroup. Oh, mistimed the head ball attempt. That could have been dangerous. Great effort staying with it. Trying. Mo sorry. Oh, one move. Garcia with the save. Open net, and it's wide. Wow. The Riverhawks will steady the beating heart. What a run. And it will be a corner kick. Garcia made the initial save, and then that net was open for what seemed like a lifetime. And now here come the Knights, still knocking on opportunity's door, their first corner. It'll come from the near sideline. Kasuma Ishizuka will take it. Hands in the air, ball follows. Short kick, Stewart. Something developing there. Riverhawks defense, right play, right time. Right place, right time. And then the whistle helps them out a little bit. But once again, the Knights sending that ball right back into their offensive zone. It seems like they're playing with a boomerang this afternoon. Every time it gets into the offensive zone for the Riverhawks, the Knights send it right back. Stewart, great effort. And the sideline judge right there put the flag up. And this is a very similar opportunity to what we just saw a moment ago. Bouncing around. They need a lucky bounce. They won't get it there. Big Mike, turn and shoot. And that one is well wide of the net. Under 20 minutes to play now in the first half, and it will remain 1-0 a little bit longer. The Knights still in front by just one. Has come alive here over the last 3-4 minutes and put together some good looks at the net, and there was a hard tackle. You had two players going after the ball. Sportsmanship afterwards. Hackenberg certainly went in there hard, but he's got as much of a right to that ball as anybody else out there. Under a little control, I'm sure. Last year, Ethan Stewart was the human cannonball for the Knights team, and Hackenberg team. Blinken 20 will make some plays out there. Scholze is there to make the play this time. Speaking of the two Ethans, seen a couple of nice two-man games from both teams here so far. Oh, there's an almost accidental two-man game, as Christian Marquez got a body on it, sent it in towards the box. Pritchett just needed it to take one more bounce, and he could have got that big leg on it. And there is a whistle that gives a nice opportunity to the Riverhawks as we approach the 15-minute mark of this first half. We are still looking at a 1-0 Knights lead. But for how much longer will that be the story of this game? You got to think we're going to see one more goal at some point to close out this first half. The question is, will it be the second goal of the game for the Knights, or will the Riverhawks find a way to tie this game up before we get to halftime? You're going to have to stick around with me and find out, as this top 10 showdown here at the Castle is living up to the hype. The goal scorer for the Knights checks back into the game. Opportunity to thank our good friends at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square for catering the event at the Castle. Started to say, you got to check out the CCBC Essex Athletic. He just made that look easy. Human cannonball, Ethan Hackenberg. Cannonball of a shot there, Garcia! Kill! Blank, and he pushes it away. I don't think that's what Ethan Hackenberg had in mind. I think he thought maybe percent of the shots you don't put on cage will steady their beating hearts. The action, fast and furious. Berg blew us all away with his skill there a moment ago. Website updates on the team all season long and the schedule. That's where you can check out the schedule. And I encourage you to come out to a game here. Showing off the gains in the gym. Sticking with the ball. Strong offense. Once again, though, for the Riverhawks, defense in the right place at the right time. Ready and willing to make the play. Under 15 minutes to play now in the first half. And the physicality has picked up here a little bit over the last few minutes. Oh, my. What passing from the Knights! That pass, that last pass, though, just a little bit too far out in front. Find a way to put that right on 22. He has a lot of space to maybe potentially take advantage of. Oh, Hackenberg this time. Two-man game. And that pass was a little bit too behind Nishizono. Got substitutions checking into the game here for the Riverhawks, and little break in the action, and that could be their best friend. Certainly no shame and no problem whatsoever taking a 1-0 deficit into halftime if you're a Riverhawks player, coach, or fan. Too many white jerseys around. No pass to be had. Here's the offense for the Knights once again. Big Mike looking to turn the corner. He's around one. And a second! What a goal from Big Mike on Combi! Oh my! Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun! Put that on that man's highlight reel. Wow! Big Mike got the ball, turned the corner, made one man miss. The second, slight work. The goal, fantastic. What a run for Big Mike on Combi. Goal number 2 in the game for the Knights and goal number 2 on the season for number 17. And it's going to be tough to top that one here today. Here's Kasuma looking to make the run. Never to be one to be outdone. Riverhawks made a sandwich out of the Knights' offense that time. So important for the Riverhawks to stay within themselves right now. 12 minutes left here in this first half. That goal is a tough one to give up. Now down 2. Not feeling nearly as good about their comeback hopes right now as they were a moment ago. But the comeback hopes still very much alive, but this game needs to stay right where it is. Written all over the faces of the Riverhawks. That was an opportunity missed. Hasn't been very many opportunities for the Riverhawks today, but that good look at the goal from the Riverhawks in the earlier portion of this first half. Riverhawks have had some chances, just not as many as the Knights have had. Speaking of chances, here's a chance for the Knights. Free kick right outside the box. That's about 6, maybe 7 yards outside of the box. We got a 4-person wall set up. My goodness! Ethan Hackenberg, you slide dog, you! And we do hear some chants from the sideline that says, "Ref, there was no whistle." Maybe it came and I just didn't hear it, or maybe the ref's just playing through. Regardless, that stands, and Ethan Hackenberg with a spectacular goal there. And just like that, the Knights have moved their lead from 1 to 3 on back-to-back goals here over the last 2-3 minutes. Switching fields with ease. Ethan Hackenberg, his 9th goal of the year. Congratulations to that young man. This could be a great move here for the Riverhawks if they can steal a little momentum. They'd love a goal, but they'll live with a momentum-stealing play, but they won't get one there. Under 10 minutes to play. It's another run for the Knights offense, and that was a game-saving tackle there. Last line of defense for the Riverhawks. Things that always surprises me about this Knights team is the efficient the efficiency in which they score goals. Not only have they put up 3 goals here in this first half, they've scored 3 goals on 8 shots on goal. Woo! Blink and you missed it. That one was almost a spectacular goal. Close, but no cigar. Or as my dad would say, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And we are playing neither of those right here, right now, live from the castle. 8 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle, and we now have two teams looking forward to that halftime. 2 very different reasons. Half. They spent most of this first half down, but down only 1. We hit that 15-minute mark of the first half, and the Knights put 2 straight goals on. And this first half now has a much different feel to it. Riverhawks looking forward to halftime. They want to stop the bleeding. The Knights looking forward to halftime because they are 45 minutes away from another victory here at the Castle and their 4th straight victory on the year. The Knights had a winning streak ended earlier this month, or late last month, I should say. No crying over spilt milk from this team, though. The Knights had their winning streak ended, and then Knights looking for their 4th straight victory, and also their 5th victory at home here. The friendly confines of the castle at CCBC Essex has been a great sight for this men's soccer team. 4-0 at home, 10-0 in the conference. And all that good for a 12-2 overall record for the number 4 ranked CCBC Essex Knights. Another stellar season for Coach Joe Fiedler. What a tackle by Ethan Stewart! Whistle comes out, and we have a yellow card issued to number 4 for the Riverhawks, Rafael Arias. Coachable moment. Leave it at that. Life's full of them. Toga Kasuma. Shaking. Bacon. Whew! My goodness. Garcia, like everyone else, thought for a moment, what? Oh, no. Little bit of something, whole lot of nothing. But here come the Knights once again. Corner kick near sideline, their 2nd of the game. This one comes right here at the 5-minute mark. Ball's in the air. Oh, bouncing around. Kasuma found a way to get ahead on that and put it over towards the net. And Garcia couldn't catch it cleanly. What could have been? What might still be the Knights' offense here in the final 5 minutes of the first half. Splits the defense. What a tackle! Oh, the trickery. Almost spectacular. And the action, fast and furious. And always exciting. Not slowing down for 1 minute here in the last few minutes of this first half. The Knights searching for more goals, and the Riverhawks hoping to keep their comeback hopes alive. Ball played in towards the middle. Blue jerseys there first. One more. Kasuma found a way to get a shot off. And that in itself is impressive, as he had two blue jerseys right there on the backside. Number 22 has made a few miracles. Maybe one more here. Oh, with the heel! But sent away. Right time, right place. Last second. Doesn't matter how you make the play, as long as you make the play. It stays 3-0 a little longer. How much longer? 3 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle. You got to think, if you're the Riverhawks at this point, just clear that ball as much as you can out of the defensive zone. Just put the big boot on. Give yourself a chance to regroup. Oh, my! Somehow, a little bit of something there. Now, 2 minutes is all that separates these two teams from the halftime whistle. And the Knights' aggressive play at the midfield continues. I mean, how many times have we seen the ball change possessions in this portion of the field? Trying to connect passes there. Hawks get it right back, though. Big Mike, what an effort. 90 seconds left in the first half. The Knights will slow things down. Play it back towards the defense. Oh, one more pass, and it's off Mike's heel. He stays with it, though. And a lucky deflection, or maybe perfect timing. Depends on what seat you're sitting in. 60 seconds now in the first half. If you're the Riverhawks, there's no magic to be had in this first 45. $30 seconds now. Get a little worse, or does it stay right where it is? Tis spooky season, and it looks like we're going to stay right here. Unless maybe a buzzer beater. Nay, nay. The clock's hit 000. We've played our first 45, and the Knights are up 3-0 here in this top 10 showdown here at the Castle. What will be the final score at the end of this one? Stick around with me and find out, as we've got a whole second half in front of us. And we are back here as the two teams are out on the field, and we are just moments away from starting the second 45. If you're a Riverhawks player, coach, or fan, you hope this second 45 goes a little bit better than the first did. Though about 75% of that first 45 was really good for the Riverhawks. Played through most of that first half, down just one, and then two quick goals in the last 15 minutes of the first half. Had everybody singing a very different song going into halftime. Goal scorers here today for the Knights. Toga Kasuma with the first. Big Michael Ondekambi off the kick goal from Ethan Hackenberg. Final ruling on that was the ref does not have to blow the whistle on dead balls like that unless a card is issued or if you ask for space. So because there was no one on the Riverhawks defense who asked for the correct space to be given for the wall, that meant that that ball was live and Hackenberg was just a little bit smarter than everybody else out there on the field and up here in the broadcast booth. So you slide dog, you Ethan Hackenberg. That's maybe less sly and more just being smarter than everybody out there. As a heads-up play for the sophomore midfielder. But that was then. This is now. We are almost 2 minutes into this second 45, and the comeback hopes are still alive here for the Riverhawks, but they need pretty much everything to go their way from here on out. The big thing they need, of course, is goal scoring, but really it's got to start with the defense. They need to step up, make some plays defensively, and also figure out how to consistently go defense to offense without turning the ball over. Whoa! That ball had a magnet, and so did Caleb Pritchett's forehead. To see another day as he made that point-blank save. And made more than a few tremendous saves here today. It'll stay right here as the Knights switch fields after the throw-in. And I would not expect at all to see the Knights take their foot off the gas as we see a nice heel flick there, followed by a good chip. What a job just to get a foot on that ball with control. And Garcia will steady the beating heart again. Okay. You hear the oohs and ahs from everyone in the crowd. Caleb Pritchett went for the theatrics. The flag was up earlier before the attempt, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway, even if it found the back of the net. So maybe for Pritchett and his legions of fans, it was a good thing it didn't work out. Saying a moment ago before we saw the Knights offense get rolling, I would not expect at all to see the Knights take their foot off the gas. They're going to be hunting for goals all throughout this second. Or I do think it's safe to say that we'll see the Knights maybe connect a few more passes together. Be aggressive, but also play within themselves. Find that balance between playing keep away and playing aggressive. One could say they will look to play an aggressive game of keep away. As we are 5 minutes into this second half, excuse me. Knights fans all at home saying, "Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby." This is the second half. Our boys are 40 minutes away from a 4th straight victory, 5th victory on the season at home, and a 13th victory overall on the year. As here's a run, space, numbers, and Robin Scholes gets a thumb on that ball. And that is a what could have been moment. Robin Scholes got just a little piece of that ball. Riverhawks will look to do that all over again with better results. Oh my goodness, he may have saved that with his forehead. I don't want to use my head. Well, you're going to. Wow, what a moment. How many fingers am I holding up, young man? Sometimes you play goalie and it is kill or be killed, and Robin Scholes will live to see another day thanks to that big old cranium of his. Point blank, he got there right as the shot came off the foot. Wow, what a moment. I've seen a lot of things here at the Castle, but I've never seen that. Mom and Dad at home, I hope your boy's all right. Whoa, whoa! We'll do it all over again. And Robin makes the save this time. More traditional method. Easy pickpocket at the midfield there for the Knights forwards and midfielders. Split. Nope, he'll go the other way. And he earns a corner. I thought for sure Ishizuka was going to look towards the middle of the box, try and split those two defenders coming in on him. Instead, he looked to turn the corner. Rapidly running out of real estate there. Corner kick near sideline. A lot of mustard on that dog. Way too much. Missed opportunity for the Knights. And you can afford to miss a few when you are sitting in their position right now, up 3-0. Evening, but it is still a beautiful fall day here at the Castle. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you at home for joining us not only today but all season long, as we see a run here sniffed out and the support of the Knights soccer program, not just here this afternoon, but all season long. It's felt and appreciated by everyone involved, but most importantly by the Knights players on the field. It's been such an exciting season as we see an exciting play there. Garcia gets down on one knee and makes the save. He may have to fix his fingers. He may have jammed one on a worm burner shot like that. But the save he made in the game is still at 3-0. Oh, the through ball finds its way through, and this time Robin does not hesitate. And he certainly didn't want to use his head that time. But he was thinking with his head, that's for sure. Came off the line with half a second to spare. Number 33 seeing a little bit more action here in this second 45. Still pitching the shutout, though. Ooh! And Toga Kasuma ate the cannonball point blank there. That's a tough one to take. Here's another through ball. Riverhawks don't have numbers or space or possession. Ho! Hackenberg smashes that O button with the spin move. And Kasuma is still down. That one was tough. We'll take a break with the two teams. We'll be back after this. On the field. .30-minute mark of this second half. And it is still 3-0 Knights. But certainly not for lack of trying, and that goes on both sides. The Knights had some good looks at offense in this second half, but the Riverhawks, well, we're seeing the offense come alive here in the second 45 like we being pitched by Super Robin and the Knights defense. It's looking for space, happy to take their time, connect passes. And now they'll switch fields. Big Mike looking to turn, and that ball went over the line before the cross. Wouldn't have mattered much, though, as Garcia made the catch easy. A lot easier to catch that cannonball when you can use your hands. Kasuma, he instead had to just eat the blunt force of that with his stomach area, and anybody who's played this game and taken a shot like that knows those are tough ones to come back from, particularly right away. All the air leaves your body. It's a tough move. Garcia with an easy move there, coming off the line, making the save. That combined with the score and time left here in this game. Be surprising if we see Kasuma check back into this game. Congratulations to him, though, once again on the NJCAA Player of the Month award. I said it a few times, that number next to the Knights' name, when you see them on the scorecard, they don't just give that number away. You've got to earn that number 4. And the same can be said about Toga Kasuma and that Player of the Month award. They don't just give that out. You got to earn it on the field. We've seen already here today why he was given that award. That great goal we saw that started the offensive attack for the Knights. Speaking of offensive attack, there's a good chip. And a good recovery defensively by the Riverhawks. Tracking the ball like an outfielder in baseball. Riverhawks looking to clear this ball out of their defensive zone. Good split. Better recovery from Osorio. Oh, nice through, and he's offside. Saw the whistle, or saw the flag, excuse me. Heard the whistle. Again, the Knights effortlessly connecting passes. We are now under 30 minutes to play in the contest. The Knights, 29 minutes and 40 seconds away from their 4th straight victory and their 5th victory at the friendly confines of the castle. They can hold on here for this 3-0 victory. It will also be their 13th win of the year. Knights looking to push their overall record to 13-2 on the year. Here's the run and a good saving tackle there from the Riverhawks defense. Last line of defense stuff. Knights offense was getting ready to turn the corner. Stuck that big leg out at the last second. And there is the man. And the maybe one day myth and legend, Toga Kasuma, checking back into the game. Good to see number 22 back out there. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Shadows starting to creep in on the field. Won't matter much here this afternoon, but that does mean evening is turning to night. And he almost split the uprights, but instead he goes off the field goal post. And what a Thursday of sports action you've got. You stuck with us here for this top 10 showdown at the Castle, and then, of course, Thursday Night Football will follow us shortly later this evening. Now, I say all that, and I have no idea who's playing tonight. I care about action here at the Castle, and me personally, when it comes to the pros, I'm counting down the days for the NBA season. It's right around the corner, and then of course playoff baseball. You gotta love October baseball. Speaking of October baseball, this will be my last thought on that. I encourage all of you at home to put all the mojo you can out into the world to make sure the Yankees do not win the World Series. That's what matters now most. If you've got a team who's in it, good luck to your team. But if you don't have a team who's in it, join me and the rest of the baseball world in rooting against the Yankees. It's a fun thing. We'll get back to the action on the field, though, of course. I just wanted to add that little 2 cents in there. As we are almost 20 minutes into the action here in the second half. Things have slowed down here a little bit over the last 5 minutes or so. Flowers have to be given to this Riverhawks defense, though, keeping this game at 3-0. Their comeback hopes are still very much alive. They're just on life support. They need the offense to break through. Could this be the moment? It will not be. Oh, it may be. The whistle gives possession right back to the Riverhawks. And we've seen the Riverhawks offense have some moments, have some chances in this second half. Certainly more chances than they had in the first. And that's not saying much since they really only had one chance in that first half. All that really matters is that the Knights are still pitching the shutout. 3-0. Here's the run. Pass in towards the middle. Too many blue jerseys there. Somebody got a body on it. Under 25 minutes to play now in the second half. And the Knights will take over possession once again. As soon as I say that, it goes back the other way. A little game of hot potato here over the last 4 or 5 minutes. That hot potato game continues. Knights looking for space. Happy just to live with what's in front of him. Oh, what a pass. One more. What a save by Garcia. And the rip. What a move by number 99. Again, what would this game look like if it wasn't for Garcia saving the day more than a few times for the Riverhawks? He may have to do it again right here, right now. Corner kick near sideline. Hackenberg, hands up, ball follows. Ho-ho! A missile that had far post written all over it until it didn't. Hackenberg will look to do it again, but he'll get some cardio in the meantime and go from one side of the field to the other. Hands up in the air, ball follows again. This one, less power. Oh my! Toga Kasuma had his moment ripped away from him. What a strike. Right time, right place for the defense for the Riverhawks again, but more cardio for Hackenberg as it's a third straight corner. Hands up, ball follows. Third time's the charm. It is! Toga Kasuma said, take that one away from me. What a finish. What a game. Mama, there goes that man. It is now 4-0 Knights. The offense finally breaks through here in the second half.
That night's goal was scored by number 23, Toga Katsuma.
What a race to that ball, and the Knights saved it for a second. Wow. Christian Marquez turned on the Jets and did his best Barry Allen impression. That's the flash for my non-nerd friends out there. And that ball was pinging around like a game of Pong. Foot, head. Let's do another corner. Hackenberg. We saw 3 good corners just a moment ago. Can he keep up the trend? Hands in the air, ball follows. And Garcia gets a mitt on it and punches it out. Knights looking to push it right back. And that was a little case of the last man to make the contact got the whistle, because that was hand fighting going both ways, but the last push was given by a Knights player. So here come the Riverhawks. And as quickly as they get going, as quickly as they're stopped. The boomerang. We're still playing with it here in this second half. Ball goes up one side, and then quickly it goes right back the other. And speaking of quickly, Caleb Pritchard put a rocket into the back net, excuse me. And Pritchard is a man you do not want to end up on the wrong side of his shot. We've seen Garcia catch the cannonball a few times. That cannonball is coming off the foot of number 28. You may want to just let it go by you, because it may take you into the net. Hackenberg looking for space, not finding it here. Turning, spinning. Woo-hoo! Hackenberg hit that O button. The spin move. No space to be had, though, still. As the tackle sends it away, and the Knights, another throw in, and we've got big group substitution now checking into the game, and that probably means that's all she wrote for those players checking out. Hackenberg, Cisse, Big Mike Ondecombe, and Toga Kasuma all checking out. Or excuse me, no, Hackenberg just moving to a different spot on the field. And that was a yellow card issued. And the Riverhawks may be playing with a man down now, as I believe that's the second yellow issued to Matthew Sutter. No, it is not. There's still 11 out there. I think the confusion came from the the coach for the Riverhawks coming onto the field. Oh, what a job just to play that with control for a moment. That was less than ideal. Coachable moment. Keep it at that. Life's full of them. What an effort defensively from Mishizuki Sayaki. Mishizuki has been all over the field. That number 14 jersey has been right there in the middle of the action more times than not defensively. Here's the run. Jackerick. He's got speed, and he's showing it off here. Now he's got control. The cross. Off the hip, and the Knights will do it again. Logan Jackerick, sophomore, with 5 goals already on the season. He was looking for number 6 right there. Some 6s on the board for the Knights, as it is just 16 minutes that is separating Coach Fiedler's squad from a 4th straight victory and a 5th victory at home this year. As we see some warm-up action on the far sideline, some players going to be checking in at the next whistle maybe for the Knights, as we are now just a few seconds away from hitting the 15-minute mark. Almost 30 minutes into the second half. Pritchett looking for his first goal of the afternoon. Turning, shooting, losing the ball for a second, and that second was all the Riverhawks needed. They'll have to do it all over again, though. Hackenberg, and he'll split the uprights. That'll count for 3 on Sunday, but nothing here today. Under 15 minutes to play. Knights still knocking on opportunity's door. And we've seen that more than a few times already here today. As much as we have seen a lot of offense from the Knights this afternoon, they're still 2 goals behind on their season average of 6 goals per game. But this part of the first half is when their offense really came alive. Maybe it'll be more of the same in this second. They put 2 straight goals on the board in the last 15 minutes to close out the first 45. Under 15 minutes to play here in the second. More of the same. What a save by Garcia! Again, number 99. What skill! Point blank kill or be killed in Garcia. Gonna live to see another day. Edgar Garcia, the sophomore goalkeeper, is really adding to his highlight reel this afternoon. And you play at this level, part of what you put on the field is really almost a tryout for the other colleges that are out there. I mean, it's the reality of playing at this level. You've got a bunch of guys out here who would love to see their soccer dreams continue, move on to a 4-year school after this. And the way I like to look at that is these guys have an opportunity to put together their sponsor me tapes almost. And Garcia is going to have a big section of his sponsor me tape that he's sending out at the end of the year. A big portion of that is going to be this game right here. I mean, he has made some amazing saves for this Riverhawks team. And finally, he's going to catch a breather, as it is going to be a goalie substitution as well as a few other players checking in for the Riverhawks. Jackson Hornberger, I believe, the gentleman doing the goalkeeping for the Riverhawks now. Yeah, I think head coach for the Riverhawks thinking, let's get Edgar out of this game. Let him leave on a high note. You know, it's easy for me to stand up here in the broadcast booth and say Edgar Garcia's had a great game. He's made this save, that save, and the third. But it's another thing entirely for him to be out there. Yeah, he knows he's made some great saves, but he also knows that his team's down 4-0. Does he feel like it's been a great day at the office? I'm sure he doesn't. But that's life. And my dad once said to me when I was a kid that sports is a metaphor for life. Now, as a kid, I did not understand at all what that meant. And now I think that's truer words may never be spoken. Sports truly is a metaphor for life. And Edgar Garcia may not feel like he's had a great day at the office, but young man, I'm telling you right here, right now, hats off to you. You had a good day at the office. The workday continues for the gentlemen out there on the turf. The Knights 10 minutes away from their 13th victory. 4th straight and 5th at home. The Riverhawks trying desperately to keep their comeback hopes alive. Oh, and what a move, and off the field goal post. But what a move to create that space. Right, left, shot. Ooh, just missed. Eric Sandoval, freshman midfielder, almost had goal number 3 on the season. It's a fight for the ball. And the Riverhawks get it to go their way. They're going to need it to go their way from here on out. Want to keep those comeback hopes alive. I know that sounds like a silly statement, down 4 with under 9 minutes to play, but for me, the comeback hopes, they don't die officially until you leave the minute a goal range. So right now, if the Riverhawks were to score a goal each minute, they would win this game. So the comeback hopes are still alive. Until that's no longer the case, game ain't over. Oh, Sandoval will have a bruise, but it'll feel better if he can get a goal here. And Riverhawks saw what was developing, got on their high horses quick, got back into position defensively, regrouped. They're not out of the danger zone just yet. It's staying right here. Now with under 8 minutes to play. Talked about the Knights improving to 13-2 on the year, 5-0 at home, and of course, that 4th straight victory. On the other side of that, the Riverhawks, if things continue, will be falling to 6-4 on the year and 3-3 away from their home field. Knights have 3 regular season games left after this one. 2 home games and an away game. I'm going to tell you all about the next time you can see the Knights as we hear the penalty kick. Saved! Whoa, Nelly! Oh, my, check that man's glove and foot for Stickum. Guilherme Borboba made a tremendous save there. He may have to make another one. Nope, it's deep. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my! We'll all sit back down in our seats because it doesn't count, but wow! What could have been? He made that look like a video game. What a game! And this is why I always tell you at home to come check out a game here live at the Castle. Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square, catering the events, and awesome action on the turf. You'll never be upset that you came to a game here at the Castle. That's a guarantee. And wow! Blink and you missed it. Another one. I think I got to give DJ Khaled a quarter. Under 5 minutes to play. And the ball's bouncing around here once again. Knights looking for more goals. The comeback hopes just about over as we've hit that 4-minute mark. The Riverhawks need a goal a minute. And that is looking like a miracle. Instead, it looks like the Knights once again this year will be the buzzsaw for another team. How many times have we seen that this year where a team comes into the Castle with high expectations only to walk out of the Castle not just with a loss, but with a loss that's not very close? One of the stats I have in front of me on my scorecard that I meant to bring up earlier that is really something else when you put it into perspective. In 14 games, goalkeeper Robin Scholze has 42 saves, and he's only given up 11 goals on the year. So this Knights defense has given up 11 goals on the season. Ethan Hackenberg has 11 goals himself coming into today's contest. So this Knights defense is something special. I mean, their offense is averaging half of their total given up on the year. The Knights offense came into today's contest averaging 6 goals a game, and their defense all year long has given up 11 goals. The numbers, they're like the eyes, Chico. They never lie. They never lie. But then again, the great Mark Twain said, numbers never lie and liars always use numbers. So you can manipulate the numbers any way you want them. You can manipulate the numbers to tell whatever story you want to tell. Because the flip side of that is there's somebody at home who hears me say that the Knights defense has only given up 11 goals, and their first reaction to that is, well, they haven't played anybody. Maybe. Still a lot of season left. And the most important part of the season is still to come. 3 regular season games left for the Knights. You know what that means? That means the tournament's right around the corner. Is this Knights team playing their best ball going into the tournament? Is this Knights team going to end on a big goal? And they will not. At least not right there. 90 seconds left in the contest. The Knights still bringing the crowd to their feet. As we hit the last minute of the game, I want to take this final opportunity to thank all of you at home for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. I hope you all enjoy your Thursday evening. And I hope you can join us next Thursday, October 13th, for a doubleheader of soccer action. We've got women's soccer at 5 o'clock as the Riverhawks women's team will take on the Knights women's team. And then the men take center stage at 7. It's Chesapeake versus CCBC Essex in the main event. So the next time you can come to the castle to check out a game will be this upcoming Thursday, October 13th, a doubleheader of soccer action starting at 5 o'clock, and the nightcap will be at 7. So I hope to see you here at the castle then, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week as we hit the final 15 seconds of play here. A beautiful display of sportsmanship as the Knights have one last hoorah here, one last look at the goal. And the clock has hit triple zeros, and the Knights improved to 13-3 overall on the year, 5-0 at home. And they have now won 4 straight victories. And it is another shutout for Robin Scholze and the Knights defense. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth again, thanking you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. I hope you can join us next Thursday for a doubleheader starting at 5. But until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.